Hey, this is Jersey. You're listening to the Garden State.
You are listening to The Garden State, the only New Jersey podcast that gives you all the news you need to hear this week. My name is Josh Sobo.
I'm Jimmy Parks.
And reporting live from Tallahassee, Florida.
Josh Chomick.
What's up, brother? How you doing?
This is so weird being remote, like for the first time ever. Like we've never done this before, and I miss you guys.
We miss you.
Man, you're in a hotel room. So what's Tallahassee, Florida like?
Yeah, this is Tallahassee. If you've never seen Tallahassee, this is what you're missing out on.
What hotel are you staying at right now?
The Courtyard Marriott.
Wow.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, you know, we're high ballers here on tour. So yeah, today's our off day on our way to Texas. So tomorrow we have another off day in Mississippi, in Lafayette. And then we're going to play Dallas on the day after that. And being on tour, I actually don't know what date it is. So what is it today, Wednesday?
It is
Today is
Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's Wednesday right now. So we're playing on Friday in Dallas. So tour life, it's good. It's fun.
That's
it's been
awesome.
busy. I miss you guys. So I just hope this remote setup works.
Well, for the people listening at home, usually Josh is sitting next to me and Jimmy's behind the camera. But tonight we have the camera connected to the TV in the room we're in.
And I'm looking
I just
at myself.
realized, Jimmy, you and I have the exact same haircut.
Yeah, we kind of do. I don't know. Everything about tonight is so weird, right? Like,
It is weird.
I'm sitting in front of the camera. I'm sitting in Chomik's spot.
What an upgrade.
I'm next to Sobo. I don't know where to look. Do I look at the camera? Do I look at you?
So, boy, turn your computer a little bit. I want to see Jimmy. You're hiding Jimmy from me.
Oh, sorry.
I'm still
there
I'm
he
still
is.
taking notes. It's so weird.
There's
I'm
little
not used
Jimmy.
to this setup.
So our listeners at home, every now and again, our listeners at home get a glimpse of Jimmy through our podcast, our Instagram and our TikTok. But I just want to say, because it's never been said on the podcast, Jimmy looks so similar to Mr. Beast, and they're both named Jimmy. And I think this could be our gateway into getting them to meet. So to our listeners, welcome back to another week of the Garden State podcast. As we said, our man, Josh Chomick, he's usually here in New Jersey. He is traveling the nation for us. He's doing field reporting for the Garden State, telling us what these other states are up to. We have considered starting a Sunshine State podcast in Florida.
Would be good.
What are you
Would be
feeling
awesome.
about that now that you're in Florida, Josh? Could it work?
Yeah, I think like there's like a lot of alligators out here and like a lot of crazy things happen in Florida. So I think like there's potential. I just need like someone really good to host it. So if you guys know anyone from Florida who'd be down, we could maybe work something out.
We should do auditions and then just buy the sunshinestate.com. That'd be kind of cool.
I wonder if it's available. We
I'm
should
gonna
check
look it up
on
right
that.
now.
It is. I looked it up. It's like $20,000. So we'd need.
20,000.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Damn, we stole the GardenState.com then.
Yeah,
Dang,
man.
dude.
I still can't believe we got it.
Oh, it's down to $15,000.
Okay, so there's a little bit of a...
Jeez.
$15,888.
Okay, we could swing that, I think. We'll have to see. We'll have to talk it through and then get a
We need some
small
more, a
loan.
little more merch sales.
Yeah.
Some more
So,
merch would be great.
guys, every week we start off our podcast with a little weekend recap, and then we get into the mailbag, and then we touch on the news. So before we do any of it, what did you guys do this weekend?
I'll start.
Yeah, what did you do, Jimmy?
I was with Chomik this weekend.
Where were you guys?
We were in Atlanta on Saturday, and then on Sunday we were in Charlotte. We caught up with some friends from home. Our shout out to Marky Sharky and Brovegna.
They were both at the show?
They were both at the show with their wives. I got to meet, well, I didn't get to meet because I met him before, but I saw Chris's son, Rory.
Was he at the show too?
He was not at the show.
I was going to say, that's pretty metal.
Dude, I love when you see these little kids at shows and they have like the big headphones
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Like I wish my parents were cool enough to take me to shows like when I was first born.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I ever went to a show as a kid.
I'm trying to, what was your first concert? Do you remember?
First concert. It was probably when I was
I was like 13.
when I was like, I went to like different, I guess, festival kind of stuff. But the first concert that I went to, like without family, or would probably have been a show. What did we go to when I was like 17? Like, what's a show? Sufjan Stevens in Brooklyn was probably one of my first shows.
Sufjan, are you serious? That was your first?
Not my first, but probably one of my first. I mean, I didn't go to a lot of shows in high school until I was
Wow.
hanging out with you. I don't remember. That's a really good question. What was your first show?
I'm trying to think. I think my first actual like I saw a band live was in Cranford when Music Fest used to be at Nomahegan Park.
Oh, that's in Clark, isn't it?
They moved it to Clark, but originally it was at Nomahegan.
Okay, so that would be one of my first shows is Music Fest in Clark, New Jersey.
Yep.
Blondie headlined.
Yep, Blondie headlined.
And I was 15, I think. That was probably the first festival type of thing I went to. Like
that was the coolest
Wow.
thing. When they took that away, I was so mad.
It was pretty crazy. For those of you that aren't from the area, Union County used to put on this festival, and Blondie played in Clark. It was so random.
My favorite part about the festival is they just called it Music Fest. They didn't try and like have a cool name or anything. It was just straight to the point.
Right to the point.
Music Fest. But they got all these huge artists. Train played one year.
Oh, that's the show I was at too. Hey Soul Sister. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Okay, go.
Okay, Go, The Bravery.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Who else? Blondie.
Those are the only bands I really knew.
I
feel like everyone else was
one
smaller.
that I saw live played. That was when it was still in Cranford.
Live.
Chuck Berry. Chuck Berry played
No,
in
he did
Cranford
not.
at the Music Fest.
Are you kidding me?
That's
I
crazy.
swear. I saw Johnny B. Good live, Cranford, New Jersey.
What?
Yep.
Chuck Berry played in Cranford?
Chuck Berry played in Cranford, New Jersey.
What the
And
heck?
it was
That's
like
crazy.
Legendary.
mid-afternoon, too.
Wow.
Nuts.
That's really cool. I didn't know that even happened.
Yeah.
So that was one of your first shows?
That was one of my first shows, yeah.
So, Chomek, you guys were together this weekend, and what venue were you at?
In Atlanta, we were at Coca-Cola Roxy. Yeah, Coca-Cola Roxy, which is a pretty cool venue. And then on Sunday in Charlotte, we were at it was some amphitheater. It was right next to the Fillmore.
Awesome.
Yeah, after like 5 days of like shows on tour, everything just becomes a blur because like you're at a different venue every single day. It's just like all these venues are massive, so you kind of just forget after a while. You kind of just get into this pattern of like, all right, I'm waking up in a new city. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do the same thing I did yesterday. I'm gonna go film, capture content, and then edit it after the show. And then so off days like this are nice because I get to rest, I get to edit everything, kind of do my own thing. This room that I'm in right now is being used as a shower room for all the guys because we're just parked out for the day. So if anyone randomly walks into the room, you guys know why. But yeah, it's a very, very chill day. It was it's been a good week. It's been a great week.
Hey,
I just
Cho.
miss you guys. So
Can you hear the soundboard?
of course I can.
Gabagool.
What did I just say?
Gabagoo.
Nice.
I had to check to make sure. We gotta update this board with we only have like 3 good sounds. I got a few in mind.
Yeah.
I've
We've been
never
using the same
had the
sounds
opportunity to
every
use the
week.
board before.
You want to
May
click it for
I?
the first time, Jimmy?
Does it like?
You click any button you want, and it'll play a sound. You gotta hold that one. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's a Funkmaster Flex Bomb.
It's pretty cool, right, Jim?
No, you don't hold it. You just click.
Jersey Transit is the absolute worst!
There you go.
Sick.
Welcome to the
Gabagool.
Welcome to the podcast, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy, maybe don't touch it for the entire episode. That'd be great.
Gabagool.
All right. So while we're on the topic of the soundboard, what do you guys say we get into our mailbag?
Yes.
I want to know what Josh Sobo did first over the weekend.
Oh yeah, you're right. I always skip my
'Cause
life.
I have not talked to you.
Yeah, what happened this weekend? That's a great question that I'm thinking about. It was Mother's Day weekend. Oh, good.
Nice.
Shelby's first Mother's Day.
Yeah, Shelb's first Mother's Day.
Wow.
So Saturday, what did we even do Saturday? I don't even remember what Saturday was. Man, life is weird. Hold on. Everybody.
You were in Cape May. You were in Cape
Oh,
May.
yeah. I went to Cape May Saturday. Shoot. So my
Jeez.
sister-in-law is getting married, and they're having a little bachelorette thing down there, and my wife wanted to go for the day. I have to sneeze right now.
Gabagool.
We don't say God bless you. We say gabagool. So she was having a little bachelorette thing with her friends, and Shelby wanted to go down, but because June is still in baby breastfeeding mode and won't take a bottle yet, I had to bring the baby down. So I was the chauffeur. We went down to Cape May. I was like the 8th wheel, the one guy, and I kind of just dropped her off and then drove around Cape May for a couple hours, did some shopping, went to all my favorite spots, and then we left at like 4:00 and came home, and that was it. The baby cried the whole way home.
That's not a bad day right there. That sounds amazing, actually.
It was fun. And then Sunday, we woke up. When I surprised her with some Mother's Day gifts,
Aw.
and then at lunchtime we went to the Summit House in Summit, New Jersey, for their Mother's Day brunch and lunch. and it was fantastico. That spot is
Ooh,
very good.
Fancy.
What did June get, Shelby?
June got her a Le Creuset Dutch oven, which is very generous of June. I didn't get her anything. Yeah, I just got
How
her a
did she even
card.
get the money for
But
it?
June, yeah, so she actually works. Believe it or not, there's a way 2-month-old babies can pick up work on Fiverr. She's on Fiverr, and basically she's an actress. She plays a baby.
Yeah, I would check into the child labor laws before publicly announcing that on the podcast. But yeah, that sounds great.
Is that a thing?
There definitely are child labor laws, but I think you can do that.
My favorite meme of the
You're
last
making your 2-year-old making money.
my favorite meme of the last like 5 years, and memes are never funny when you explain them, but my favorite meme of like the last 5 years was the meme that was like 100 years ago, we eliminated child labor laws. Today, the most popular game in America is Minecraft, and it's like children yearn for the mines. I messed that up, but something like that. But all around, it was a good weekend. I mean, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun, and I don't know.
Are you missing me?
Not at all, really.
Yeah, it's not even like you're gone.
Yeah,
I've
I'm really
seen you
not
too
missing.
much.
Well, yeah, Jimmy, I was with you. I'm so happy you left for a little bit. You're starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah, you're
Every
starting to get on
single
my
morning.
nerves too. Everyone else is fine though.
So
We see each other too much. It's a problem.
before you guys start sending love notes to each other, I think we're going to get into the mailbag. If you want to call into the mailbag, Jimmy, you want to click the button and tell them what the number is.
Which one is it?
The big blue one.
Big blue one.
908 67 99 99 3.
You guys remember when we used to sing that ourselves like a bunch of ghetto bums? All right, here's this week's mailbag. Check it out. Let me actually rewind it before we sound dumb. Let's go. One quick thing before we go into the mailbag. We need to do our Instagram giveaway for our 50,000 followers.
50,000.
Crazy.
It's a big
I'm on this
day.
website. It looks a little jank, but let's see if it gives us a winner. It's getting our comments. Let's see who wins. We had over 600 comments, I believe.
Wow. This is big. This is big news.
Our winner is a young man by the name of Wesley _Dunn 10. Wesley Dunn 10, you've won
Congratulations.
merchandise.
Wesley, you won 2 T-shirts, a hat, mug, sticker pack, keychain. Congratulations.
Yeah, we got to
Thank you
reach
for the
out to him.
support.
We will DM you Wesley _Dunn 10 and get your address and send you your prize. Thank you to everybody for following us. It's absolutely crazy to think we have 50,000 Instagram followers. It's happening so quick. So thank you. Tell your friends. And yeah, any thoughts there, Cho?
Yeah, well, should we not actually DM him, guys, just to see if he listens to the podcast?
Yeah. Well,
So
we
it's
could-
like he's just waiting out.
are we going to post this on our Instagram feed, this video?
Oh yeah, we should. Maybe like we post it like midweek or something.
Let's post it, but
See,
we're
like,
not
see
going
how
to.
long it takes.
Yeah, let's post it, but not DM him. He has to DM us. And if it doesn't DM us in a week,
Yeah,
we get a
that's
new
more
winner.
fun. Easy. I like that.
All right, cool.
Here, what up, Garden State Podcast? My name's David. I'm a Sicklerville, Winslow Township resident, and I'm just calling because I got a quick question. Well, I know summer is right around the corner, and I'm just wondering, what some activities, or like some, I don't know, like some fun stuff to do around the summer. Because I've been living in Jersey my whole life, but I've mostly been based up in the north, moved down south, and I'm just looking for some activities to do with my girlfriend and some friends this summer. Love the podcast, and maybe might buy some. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you guys. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you. That was David that called in, and his question, Josh, if you didn't hear it, was what are some fun summer things to do? Because summer's right around the corner. He said he used to live up north. Now he's living down south, and that he loves the podcast. So what do you guys think? What are some fun summer New Jersey activities that we can give to our listeners this week?
I feel like everything I'm going to say is like so basic. Like I just like exploring in the summer, right? I like going hiking. I like going swimming in like waterfalls and at the beach.
Yeah.
But right, I think also going like shows at PNC or what's the one down south? BB&T Pavilion.
Yeah, I was going to say I love a PNC show is a must for the summertime. Like I don't know if you're not a country fan.
I've become a country fan recently.
A good country show at PNC kind of does it for me. But also I love Island Beach State Park. You
Yep.
got to hit it at least once in the summertime.
Having a barbecue on the beach.
Barbecue on the beach.
Always.
Great time. We did it last 4th of July weekend. That was really
Yep.
fun. other fun summer activities. You could go float down the Delaware.
Yep.
That's always interesting.
Floating down the Delaware is a must, and we always bring it up every week now, but you have to go to the hot dog stand.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what I'm trying to do this summer.
Yeah, Big Bear is the ones who rent the tubes there now.
So what are your guys' favorite summer memories in New Jersey? I'm curious. Like when I say, and this could be related to, something that you just said, but what are some of your favorite things you've ever done in the summertime?
I mean, I'm going to say barbecue at Island Beach State Park with everyone. That's awesome. That's always so much fun. I mean, this takes us out of New Jersey, but when we used to go cliff jumping in Pennsylvania, that was always a fun time. Dangerous, but fun.
Don't say Pennsylvania. Don't say you go cliff jumping in New Jersey too.
That's true.
I was going to say I agree with all that, and the Island Beach thing's probably my favorite too. I will say a fun summer activity if you're in the South is go to Cape May, go to Sunset Beach in the summer months, and watch them lower the flag. They do it every night at sunset. They lower the flag. Every day they fly a flag that is the casket flag of like a fallen veteran.
Yep.
And they play taps. It's just a legendary Jersey experience that if you haven't done it, you should do it at least once. Very cool. You can watch the sunset over technically it's the Delaware Bay, but it's called Sunset Beach, and it looks like the ocean. So it's kind of cool, a cool experience to do in the summertime. Other than that, obviously hiking, beach, like all the stuff that we say every week. Hot air balloon festival.
I've never been. I would love to go.
I want to go. We should reach out to them and just see if they'll let the Garden State podcast
What if we
come.
get a Garden State hot air balloon? How much would that cost? Get our logo on the side of a balloon.
Probably. I think I looked up the cost of them. They're $40,000 for a hot air balloon. Custom, they're probably a lot more.
We could probably afford that, right?
Maybe. I mean, maybe, possibly, and probably
We've
not.
never I can't believe we've never been to the hot air balloon festival. It's just always so out of the way for us. That's why we've never.
I'm going to reach out to them. I'm going to see if they want to work with us.
Chomik, I remember one
What's
summer.
there to do at a hot air balloon festival though? You just sit there, you just watch hot air
I
balloons.
think they have music and there's other entertainment too.
Food trucks, and then they launched like 1 million hot air balloons. So the atmosphere is just cool. You're looking at like a ton of hot air balloons.
Chomik, I remember one year, a few years back, we were just bored one day and we took a drive out to where the festival was while it was happening, but didn't go inside.
Yeah.
I think Steven
Why
was
didn't we
with
go
us.
in?
I don't
Were
know.
we too cheap?
I guess we didn't want to pay for tickets.
I have
We were cheap. We should have just went.
Does it happen in Warren County?
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have to reach out to them. I just found their contact page. And we'll make something happen. What do you guys say?
Let's do it. That's a very official email address, by the way.
I know, it's kind of hilarious. Julie, I'm not going to say it on the podcast, but it's not official. Yeah, so I think that's a pretty good list, though, of summer ideas.
What about you, Cho?
Really, any beach, dude. Just give me a hot summer day down the shore. I love Seabright. Seabright's an awesome beach because it's closer to us than Island Beach.
Yep.
If you're trying to get for us, it's a 45, 50-minute drive. Long Branch, Monmouth Beach, that whole area. Give me my longboard down Ocean Ave, go to the beach, get some hot dogs, just chill, kick back with your friends. Pretty chill time. Just give me the beach, give me some sun, maybe a fishing pole too, skimboard, and I will be there all day long until sunset. It's a dream.
Josh,
that's my summer plans.
You were so casual, nothing really. Beach, hot dogs, skimboards, fish. You just kept rattling off 1 million awesome things.
That's all I do at the beach.
All right, so our first story of the night. A New Jersey school bus full of children went missing for nearly an hour this past week.
How does this happen?
Man.
Oh, the poor children.
The poor children.
They needed some adventure in their life.
Yeah, I think so. A bus filled with elementary school students never showed up to the school in New Jersey Thursday morning, sending district officials and police into emergency mode. But the bus was missing for nearly an hour before it was ultimately found in another town after it struck a parked trailer. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it still begs the question, what happened? Patrick Blager said he first saw the bus after it hit a red barricade next to a pump at a gas station in Bridgewater. He knew right away something was off with the driver. Looked like the guy was dazed and confused. He was completely out of it, said Blager. Police said the 80-year-old operator was supposed to drop the students off at the Mount Horeb School in Warren Township. But when the bus never arrived, it became a full-on scramble to find it. You know what's really weird, guys? I think I know exactly this bus route.
Yeah?
Because I was in charge of booking a bus for an event, and I took a bus, and the driver told me he used to run this route to that exact school.
No way.
And he mentioned Bridgewater as well.
Oh,
Can we talk about for a second that this guy driving the bus was 80?
It's old.
Like, I know some 80-year-olds
I
who are
see
like
no
completely
problems.
with it, but I like when you're in charge of that many kids.
Yeah, it's
Jimmy, 80 is not old.
80s for driving a
80
huge
is the new
bus.
50, bro. I think they should be tested beforehand, but like maybe like every 5 years or so to make sure they're still with it. But I think that's fine.
Yeah, I agree. I think that I'm in favor of the idea of testing the elderly again for the driver's test. Maybe like make it a little bit easier, like put the cones a little further apart, like help them out a little bit. But sometimes people just drive so dangerous on the highway, and I feel bad for them because sometimes I guess you just don't want to give over the keys. You're like, no, I'm still driving. You're not taking my car away. I want to drive, but it just becomes very dangerous.
Yeah.
So he was having some sort of a health emergency, and the bus impacted the back of a flatbed trailers. Officers saw that the driver was still trying to maneuver the bus. They got onto the bus, put the bus in park, moved the driver into another seat, and then they started escorting children off the bus, said Bridgewater Police Chief John Mitzak. There were about 20 kids on the bus, ranging from kindergarten to 5th grade. They were fine. No injuries. I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at the fact that the kids in the bus are probably like, what is going on? It's like Magic School Bus. They're just like, they're like on a rampage.
That's an awesome memory to have.
You think so?
It's an awesome story down the line in their lifetime. They're gonna be like, remember when what was the bus driver's name? Whatever his name is. Remember when old man blah 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 went on that medical episode? I don't know. Like those kids are gonna have that memory. Forever.
You don't think that there's some like trauma involved in this whole thing?
100%.
No.
So the bus company is not responding to requests for comment. I'm sure they have to work through these issues, and I feel bad for this elderly man that's trying to do his job. And clearly something was going wrong here. And thank goodness nobody was injured, and the bus was missing for an hour, but everything worked out. They found the kids. But it kind of opens a good conversation. Should an 80-year-old, I guess every 80-year-old is different, but should there be age restrictions on, say, driving a school bus?
I think maybe just got to take a test every year or something. Like if you can still do it, I don't know. And I hope that these bus companies, right, like they continue to test their drivers.
Yeah, and I don't know, getting old sad. Like you don't want to tell somebody they can't work anymore.
Yeah.
It's messed up. Maybe they become the
Also,
dispatch.
I'm shocked that they don't have like trackers for these buses. Like, shouldn't they know
that's
at
such
all
a good
times where
point.
the bus is?
Yeah.
I bet
Like,
they
put a tracker on it.
Put a GPS on it for real.
I feel like they do because the bus I was on is a yellow.
But they didn't know
school
where
bus.
this guy was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe not every company has it. Some do.
Maybe the school was like trying to reach out to the dispatch company and they were like trying to figure it out. I don't know. It was only an hour. A lot can happen in an hour, I guess, but maybe it was like 45 minutes after the hour. They were like, where is the bus?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, thank goodness everybody's okay.
Put a tracker on it, then you can. There's so many kids involved all the time. It's like, think about how many kids are being transported on a bus like every single day. Just put trackers on the bus. Super cheap, super easy. And you'll know where they are at all times.
Put an air tag on
case
it.
closed.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm just going to hide an air tag in my
Put an
kid's
air tag on
backpack.
it.
Yeah, you should just hide an air tag
Not
in
a
your
bad
kids
idea.
in your kid's backpack and their book bag and just see where they're at always. Be a creep. All right, next story.
I would have hated if my parents did that to me.
We lived
Don't
in
be air tagging me, bro. Trust me.
we lived in a golden era of life without a ton of internet.
Yeah.
All right, so next story we got up here. I feel like I've heard this one before, but there's new news hot off the press, and it is that the $2.5 billion development off the Garden State Parkway in Sayreville is set to begin development this year.
Is that the place where they've been moving dirt around for our whole lives?
Yes, there's a mountain of dirt. If you're going south on the Parkway, you go over, what bridge is that?
That's the Driscoll Bridge.
You go over the Driscoll Bridge, and it's right on the
Driscoll.
right-hand side before the big church. There's a mountain of dirt that's just sitting there.
They've just been pushing it around for literally 20 years.
I don't know.
As far as I can remember back, they're
Yeah.
always moving dirt there.
Bass Pro Shops was supposed to open in 2017. I always remember seeing a sign saying Bass Pro Shops coming summer 2017, and it's 2023 and not one thing has been built yet.
Okay, so let's see what this article has to say. So it says, construction of the long-awaited Bass Pro Shops is expected to begin before the year's end at Riverton. By the way, Riverton is what they're calling this property. If you look at renderings of this, like the photos, it looks very futuristic and beautiful. Like now might be a great time to buy property in Sayreville because I think you're gonna see a boost in property values. So Bass Pro Shops has told us it will be the largest single-level Bass Pro Shop in the country.
Wow.
We're getting the largest Bass Pro Shop in America. That's big. That's huge. So there will be a restaurant, and they typically have a large aquarium, but we don't have the plans yet, said Mark Fetta of the North American properties for Bass Pro Shops. They are still working internally with their design team to enrich the customer experience of the store to an even higher degree. North American Properties expects to fast-track construction of the approximately 198,500 square foot store by designing and building the footings and foundations while Bass Pro Shop designs the rest of the store. So it sounds like they're trying to make the interior of the store more interesting before they build it.
I guess so a normal Home Depot store is 105,000 square feet. So this is double that.
2 Home Depots.
That's nuts.
That's really large.
That's huge.
Construction is expected to take 20 to 22 months. In addition, there's still some infrastructure work that needs to be done to provide utilities and on-site roadways to service the store, he said. Bass Pro is a very complicated, large building. They do a lot of special installations on the inside of the buildings. They study the geography of each area. They will find points of interest in Central Jersey and the Riverton estuary to reference in their aquarium and wildlife diorama programs. So look up the photos of this. So the actual area it's going to be in is called Riverton. Look up the Riverton renders. It looks wild.
Not to be confused with Riverton, New Jersey.
And not to be confused with Riverdale. Look at this, Jimmy.
Wow.
How crazy. Oh, look at this photo. If it loads. Look at this.
That's beautiful.
It looks absolutely
I've never
crazy.
seen the Raritan River look so good.
They're amping it up down there. What I really want to know more than what they're building here is what's inside that Amboy movie theater.
Oh, they found a body in there a few years back. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I've always wanted to go inside there.
Oh my goodness.
But then I realized that an abandoned movie theater really isn't that cool because it's just a bunch of dark rooms.
Yeah.
But yeah, a few years back they found a body in there.
Wow.
Yeah. Scary.
I want to go in there. Since I was a kid, I've wanted to see the inside of that movie theater. So, Josh, any thoughts on what they're building here off the Parkway?
Well, yeah, I've been watching. They haven't been just pushing dirt around, Jimmy. They've been just bringing dirt in the past 10 years because that's all wetlands right there. They keep bringing in dirt to level this land. And you might not notice it, but over time they rose that land like crazy. There's so much dirt they brought there for this. So
yeah.
They say 20 to 22 months till this construction to be done, which is crazy. I would love to talk to someone who's working on this project to see is this actually going to happen in 2 years, or is it going to be another 10-year thing? I don't know. It's just it's one problem after another with this spot.
I feel like projects like this always get delayed.
Yeah.
There's just so much that goes into it, especially when you're talking about a big land use change like that. Mm-hmm. And especially in a flood area. Yeah, it's a mess.
As a resident of Central Jersey, I've wondered my whole life when something was going to be built there. So I'm just happy to see some movement, not like you negative Nancys that have all the negative thoughts to say. So.
Well, no, Josh, but then they teased us. That's the problem.
Well, it's
in 2017, I wanted Bass Pro Shops, and we didn't get it. So I'm a little upset, dude. I think I have the right to be.
Josh, it took us 20 years to get American Dream Mall, okay? And look how great that is.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's a good point.
So good things come to those who wait. It was worth the wait. Next story. This is going to be one that Chomik is going to love. New Jersey state senators are taking the first steps to end New Jersey's Christmas tree bonfire ban.
Wow.
This is
yes.
Woo! Well, it was a tradition.
Burn them all.
Yeah, I was gonna say Josh still burns his tree every year, even though it's illegal, right, Josh?
I didn't know it was illegal. I just been burning, bro.
So
I've been safe about it.
This is interesting because it says a movement to bring back an old time tradition of community Christmas tree bonfires is being championed by state senators Douglas Steinhardt and Andrew Zwicker. So this is bipartisan. We have a Republican and a Democrat coming together to bring back the burning of Christmas trees.
Bipartisan.
So,
That's what
It's
we
a
talk
beautiful
about.
thing to witness.
It says it's been approved by the Senate Environment and Energy Committee and now heads to the full Senate. So
Wow.
they're going to vote, man, and we're going to see what happens.
Well, if the Environment Committee approves it.
I know. I'm surprised. Why would they approve it? I feel like
no
the
idea.
Environmental Committee is mad about everything.
I have no idea.
I feel like they'd be like, we shouldn't be cutting down these Christmas trees, let alone burning them.
Well, actually, Christmas trees are like better. Like real Christmas trees are better for the environment than fake ones.
Oh, because the plastic?
Yeah, the plastic. Like on average, I forget what it was that people actually keep their Christmas trees. They're fake ones, but it's not very long, and then they just sit in landfills forever and take forever to decompose.
So that makes a lot of sense, actually, because what do you do with a Christmas tree after it's gone? It's just I guess aluminum and plastic.
And they do a lot of like cool things with Christmas trees too. Like you can donate them to your local beach, and they use it for like for shoring up sand dunes and stuff like that. So
Yep. I think that option should be available too. You could burn it or you could drop it off at the beach for them to use for the dunes.
yeah.
So the article says the open
I have a
burning.
question.
Yes.
So I guess I'll let you continue, but we're talking like a community gathering here. Like everyone's bringing their tree, we're piling it up together, and we're making a giant burn, right?
No, what you're imagining is called a pagan holiday. That's what it sounds like you're imagining, where like people come together and make a bonfire and burn Christmas trees. They're just saying you're just gonna have the right to burn your tree. What you're talking about sounds a little creepy, like a little bit Bohemian Grove-ish.
I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure.
Okay, so it says the open burning of a Christmas tree was a cherished holiday tradition for many constituents before the events became overregulated and shut down. Annual Christmas tree bonfires were an economic driver for participating municipalities who often used these events to fundraise for local causes and organizations. Wait, you might be right, Chomik.
Josh, I read the article. That's why I was confused.
I thought that this is going to be like, hey, burn your own tree. No, this is like the town comes together and burns their trees.
What a great tradition.
Oh, make me look bad.
Mayor Bonacorso has
Jeez.
never done this.
Continue.
It says lower in the article, annual open burn events are a cost-effective method for municipalities to dispose of discarded Christmas trees. These events would occur under the watchful eye of a local fire department and provide greater environmental benefits than dumping the trees into landfills. You are correct. I am wrong. I misunderstood that paragraph
Thank
when I read it the first time. By reducing regulatory burdens, communities can once again partake in their annual Christmas tree burning traditions. It's coming back,
I think this
boys.
is amazing. I think this is cool. I don't think it's cultish, like Josh Sobo said. Like if I was a kid and I knew we were all coming together as one to burn, make a giant Christmas tree pile burn, I would think it was the coolest thing on earth. So, and I'm as an adult now, I think it's still really cool, and I would like to burn my Christmas tree with all my friends in one public place.
Now we'll be able
let's
to.
hope this gets passed.
Josh, so
Let's do it.
what else goes on at these events that you're dreaming of, where people come together in the dark of night to burn beautiful Christmas trees? Like, is there any sort of I
Do
don't
you
know.
really want to know?
Yeah, are people going to dance in circles around the fire? Like, what goes on here?
Josh, absolutely not. That's very weird.
Okay.
You're gonna have like food trucks. You're gonna have food trucks. You're gonna have like different like events, like ice sculptures, like different winter events. Maybe an ice skating rink. Like people hanging out, enjoying the Christmas time, and then they all come together at the end of the night for the burn. It's called the burn caps. And bro, everyone throws their Christmas tree, and it's like a giant. It's like Burning Man festival. How they burn the thing at the end. The same thing, but this is like a family Christmas event.
Dude, you can't act like this is a normal thing then compared to Burning Man.
Well, it is kind of crazy, but at the same time, it's a beautiful thing. Imagine how big of a fire you'll get with all those Christmas trees. Like
Yeah,
the
it's
kids
neat.
will go nuts.
It's going to be legendary.
When is this going to, like, when are they going to try to vote on this?
I hope before Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, you know how New Jersey government moves. It's probably going to be later this summer, but like Jimmy said, hopefully before Christmas indeed, so we can get to the burning. The burn, as you
Big
said.
burn.
The burning caps. The burn.
All right, so this next story is kind of an update on a story we talked about a while ago. There was a proposed Seinfeld bill in New Jersey, and it's actually passed. So New Jersey has passed the Seinfeld bill to unmask telemarketers.
I love this. This is the episode of Seinfeld when Jerry's like, "Why don't you give me your number at home?" And then he's like, "I don't want to." Yeah.
Yeah, that when the telemarketer calls him and he goes, "It's not a good time. Can I call you back later at your house?" And he's like, "No, sir, I can't do that." And he goes, "Now you know how I feel." And he hangs up on him. So the idea behind this bill in New Jersey would be you have to state your name and purpose if you're going to call somebody to do telemarketing. So that's the new mandate. The article says that's the mandate that New Jersey is passing down to telemarketers who want to call NJ phone numbers. Governor Phil Murphy signed the so-called Seinfeld bill into law on Monday. It requires that over-the-phone salespeople provide the name and phone number of the company or person they're calling on behalf of, as well as disclose the purpose of their call within the first 30 seconds of reaching a potential customer. So I love this because, like, even the other day, my bank called me. They're like, "Mr. Sobosinski, how are you? This is so-and-so from this bank." And I'm like, "I'm good. Is everything okay?" And they're like, "Yes, we're calling about your account." And I'm like, I'm thinking they're going to get to something.
Yeah.
And they're just dragging it on and on. They're trying to sell me on, I'm like at work. They're trying to sell me on something and they already have all my money. So it's like, no, I'm not doing that. Like, just call me and tell me what you want before you get into all this telemarketing.
You know, I think it's a little too little, a little too late. Who really answers phone numbers they don't know anymore?
Yeah, my phone tells me like it's a telemarketer calling when it's a random number. It's a telemarketer. So I automatically don't even pick it up. So I feel like this bill should have been passed 15 years ago.
Yeah, you're right. I think telemarketing is on the decline. But it's still nice that they're making it harder for these people to do it. I'm amazed it's even legal. Like, I don't want to deal with that.
No. But we had friends
My
who
parents
used
would
to be
answer it. My parents answer all
telemarketers.
those calls.
What's that, Josh?
Yeah, it's good money for the kids. It's good money for the kids, Jimmy.
We did have
Provides
friends
jobs.
Like multiple friends.
in high school that would become telemarketers, and they'd all go to this one building,
It was called outreach calling.
and they would just go call people.
And they would just call people. And I think some of them like made it like pretty high up in the company. They're like managers and stuff.
17-year-old managers.
Awesome.
That's the issue with these
Good for- hey,
telemarketers.
that's amazing.
They have 17-year-olds running the business.
And apparently it was pretty good money. It
17-year-olds how
sounds
to
awful.
speak.
What do you say, Joe?
It teaches these 17-year-olds how to speak to people.
That's true.
It's great.
Yeah. So I think this is a good idea. I'm in favor of this. That's some good news out of the Garden State. Any critiques of that, guys, before we move on?
Yeah, this bill just, I think it's cool because my parents who answer these calls, they will know exactly who's calling them within the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But for anyone our age, I don't think it's going to affect because we don't even, like our iPhones tell us if it's telemarketers, so we're not even answering. Or if we do answer, we're going to mess with them. So I guess it's cool. I don't really have that many feelings about it because it doesn't affect me.
Great.
Yeah. I know like a lot of like older people do get scammed and stuff because of things like this. So it really does benefit the older people.
Yeah, I agree. I hate when I hear about elderly people being scammed in Jersey.
Yeah.
We gotta end that.
My grandma got scammed, but it was like a door-to-door salesman type deal. This guy came to her house, this was years ago now, and said that she needed like a new chimney.
What?
And like new chimney liner, like you could see it from the street, and it just wasn't like her house could like catch on fire, and then she like paid like thousands and thousands of dollars to get
Wow.
it fixed. It didn't need to be fixed.
That's ridiculous. People that
So-
do that.
But he didn't do anything illegal though.
No, I know, but still, he scammed her.
Yeah, how do we know the liner
That's
was
what
even
sucks.
bad?
Yeah, that's amazing.
So
There are some news channels
good idea.
that'll go out and they'll do undercover reporting where they go and just see, like, are these businesses actually doing anything? They had an old lady, I saw one video set up where they had an old lady call this company that cleans out your HVAC vents, all the dust out. And they had hidden cameras all throughout the house of this fake old lady's house. She was a real person, but
Yeah.
fake pretending. And these guys just literally charged her like $1,000. They said it was going to be $50. They charged her $1,000. And then they just went in her basement and did nothing, looked at their phones for an hour while this, like they turned a machine on to make noise and did nothing. So
Dang,
crazy. All
it's
right.
messed up.
Next story out of Chatham, New Jersey is, it's another good one. A runaway goat that was seen looking into homes in Chatham, New Jersey has been captured.
what?
The goat.
If you don't know, Chatham, New Jersey is like a super suburban town.
Yeah.
What is a goat doing walking around Chatham?
You know, food prices are expensive these days. You got to get your goat milk somewhere.
Yeah, I'd agree with
I
that.
thought you were gonna say you have to get your meat somewhere.
Oh, they probably got chickens. They got a whole farm back there.
Yeah, the article opens with a line that says, "This goat is back where it belongs." Police in New Jersey
God.
said that a missing goat that was spotted peering through windows of homes has been captured.
Can you imagine sitting in your living room and then you turn and just there's a goat staring at you?
Yeah, it happened in Chatham, man. It could happen to any of us. The ungulate had been wandering around Chatham Township, where multiple residents took pictures of him looking into their houses from outside last week.
What a creep.
A team of construction workers found the animal on Monday. The goat is now back safe at the local farm from which he escaped. So this goat had a little day out, and if you go to the article, it's really funny. There's pictures of a goat just looking through the windows of somebody's house.
Oh, he's kind of cute.
I would probably let him in.
Well, they're lucky he didn't ram the window with his horns.
I would not mind having a couple of goats. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, I mean,
I'm shocked no one shot him or killed him.
Oh yeah,
some free
in the
food
middle
right
of
there,
Chatham,
you know?
they're just gonna
In
pull
Chatham.
a
In my
gun
house, you're
and
dead.
Josh, do you have a thing against goats? You want to shoot them and kill them?
No, I don't. I would let him in and play with me, but like, I feel like someone might get pissed and be like, "Wow, there's a free goat. Let me go capture this thing."
I would let
shocked
him
no
in
one
and
did that.
play with him.
Goats
I
are
could see
cute, dude.
Chomick being the type of guy who has like a baby goat or like a fainting goat. Wait. So
My
something that-
Instagram feed is covered
I
with
was-
that stuff.
I was just gonna say. So one thing I learned about Josh Chomick being on tour with him for 2 weeks, his whole For You page on Instagram stories or Instagram reels, it's all baby animals.
Really?
I don't know why.
That's it.
I liked one French bulldog video, and then from now on, like my feed is. I liked all the videos, so that's the problem now.
What are you,
Instagram
some sort of
keeps
freak?
giving me more.
That's what I said. I was like, you got some kind of like
Freak?
fetish that we don't know about.
You have all little
It's
animals
baby,
on your
It's
feed?
baby animals. What's wrong with that? What's wrong
There's
with little
nothing.
baby animals?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. But I just like would think for you, like baseball, snowboarding, like I don't know, stuff you like. Animals, I didn't expect.
Josh, it used to be, but I like 2 little baby French bulldog videos, and now Instagram is throwing so much cuteness at me, and I
was
can't
ju-
help but like it. I just
It
keep
was
liking.
just two videos. Is it? That's all you're saying?
Well, they started with 2, and now it's just like it's nonstop. It's my whole For You page. I showed Jimmy. I was scrolling. I showed Jimmy. It wouldn't stop.
It was literally all
He
it
has
was.
proof.
And then he starts sending them to me in like Instagram DM, and now my whole feed is turning into baby animals.
Don't worry, Josh. I'll send you some too.
Man, hey Josh, you mentioned a French bulldog in your story. That's actually what brought your Instagram feed to be all baby animals. Whatever happened to Enzo, the Frenchie from last week?
Enzo,
Oh man, so
wait, let me search. I'm
looking it up right now.
Keep going.
Yeah, he's being held ransom. For the people that don't know, there's a dog that was dog napped in Woodbridge, and he's being held ransom for $8,000. This was last week, but it doesn't seem. There's no update. So poor Enzo might.
There's no
still be
updates at all. That's
missing.
so crazy. Oh no.
Someone
That's
emailed
terrible.
us and sent us a ton of photos of Enzo. They were like, "Hey, I'm on the Facebook page for Woodbridge. Here's some pictures of Enzo."
Oh no way.
Yeah, so hopefully Enzo
That's
makes his
amazing.
way back home. Poor guy. So I'm a
Low
little
ends,
worried about
low
your
ends.
Instagram, Josh. That's a little strange.
You got to see it. Oh,
Why?
hold on.
Why are you worried about it? What's
he
wrong
sent
with that?
some to me. Let me see if I can pull them up real quick.
What's wrong? What's wrong with that, dude?
No,
There's nothing
there's-
wrong with that.
There's nothing
No, of
wrong
course
with
there's
Maybe if
it.
it was like, I don't know. There could
He
be
did
many
not send
more
you
worse
that.
Yes, he
things.
did.
Why he send you that French bulldog
Yes, I
standing
did.
like
I
a
was
little
sitting right
human?
next to him. I was sitting right next to him. It's so cute.
Oh man, get me out of here.
Here, look, yo. You guys can't, you can see my
There's a
screen.
turtle.
Here, look at
There's a video of a little turtle eating a leaf and then being brushed by a toothbrush.
Bro, look at Josh. Look at my phone. Look at Josh. Look at the
Come
screen.
on. What is that? A French bulldog. Oh, this is your For You page? Yeah. It's all French bulldogs, dude. What is going on? That's great.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it's a sign that I should buy a French bulldog. Get a French. I think if I were to get a dog, it would be a Frenchie because they're so cute.
This podcast does need a
Instagram might
mascot.
be doing it.
You'd be a good dog
it's about
dad,
time.
Josh.
It's just too much work, man. I'm never home. They poop all over the place. I'm not trying to do that. You know, I wasn't made for that. Maybe one day though.
I think you could do it. But all right, on to our last story of the night already. This happened today, but I'm going to read it as if we're on Friday, so it makes sense to the listeners. On Wednesday, thieves in Short Hills, New Jersey, stole $120,000 in goods from Dior at the Short Hills Mall.
That's a ton of money.
It's a crazy amount of money.
When did they do it?
They were quick too.
Yeah, there's videos of these guys all over the internet. It was 4 men. They ran into the Dior store at the mall, and they stole $120,000 worth of purses, which is like, how do you hold that many purses? I know the article says they're worth between $5,000 and $7,000, but
Wow.
But if you think about $5,000, that'd be 20. You'd be carrying 24 purses. Like that's a lot of purses. I feel like wouldn't that require more than 4 guys?
Some are more expensive than others, so some are
So
more expensive than others. I don't know.
the Millburn police said in a statement that the group took 25 purses on wall displays inside the store on the mall's second floor around 10:45 a.m. Video captured from a store across the mall shows the group dressed in black, wearing face masks, clutching the purses as they exited the mall. The 4 made their escape in a waiting black SUV. Wow. Bonnie told NJ.com. So these 4 guys go in, they take 25 purses, and they get out into an SUV. How did they get away with this? That's what I don't get.
I can't believe they did this like in the middle of the day, like while the mall was open. I thought this happened like at night, like they were cutting locks.
No. This was broad daylight, and it's prompted political response. So John Bramnick, the senator from Union, he said Wednesday the theft is an example of why he is sponsoring a bill that would make gang shoplifting a crime. The bill would create a 3rd-degree crime of gang shoplifting. It would be punishable by at least a year in jail, during which a person would not be eligible for parole. We're seeing more and more instances where flash mobs of shoplifters run through high-end stores where they smash and grab anything that isn't bolted down, Bramnick said in a statement. If people want to do these crimes, they need to get the message that their next flash mob will be in jail. Sheesh.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
In jail. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this became like a real thing during COVID. I remember there was videos all the time of people just going in stores and grabbing like even like jewelry stores and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, we can't put up with any of this. I say if you're going to break into a store and steal, straight to jail.
Cut their hands off.
What did you say, Joe? Cut their hands off?
Yeah, cut them off, dude. Like 1 year jail time isn't going to teach them anything. They'll be right back doing the same exact thing. Also, 10:45 in the morning is pretty great.
Why is it great?
Because like there's for them, because think about it, the mall is empty. Everyone's kind of just waking up. Maybe there's one mall cop just roaming around the entire mall. Not much police presence in the morning. There's always more police presence at night at these malls because that's when there's more people. So they're like, okay, this might be a good time. So that's why they got away with it, because there's nothing happening at Short Hills at 10:45 in the morning.
That's actually a very fair point. I think if you're going to rob a mall, that's probably the best time to do it. That's a really good point.
No security.
Are you a
No
criminal?
security. The kids are not there yet. If I'm not a criminal, but if I were a criminal, I'd be a really good criminal.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
We'd probably steal like
Because
baby
I
dogs.
just get it. Yeah, so these guys not getting caught, or
They got
I guess they're
got
just gonna
away.
keep on doing their thing.
Did you see the videos?
No, I know they got away, but like I guess they didn't get stopped on the road or anything like that.
Nope.
I wonder if it was a stolen car. That
Probably
was the
was.
getaway vehicle.
Oh, 100%. Here's a video. It looks like it was taken from the Rolex boutique right across the way.
Wow.
Yeah, the video's epic.
They should have went into Rolex.
Yeah, they're pretty sloppy, I must say, but they got away, so that's all that matters to them.
Josh, I think
Sucks.
you could do a better job. I'd have to say.
Well, I wouldn't do. They're doing it completely wrong. I don't want to give away anything, but yeah, they're a bunch of rookies. I could tell from far away.
Might be recruited here.
Well, we'll talk about some of your plans, your future plans next time we're together, Josh, because it sounds like you might have a life of crime ahead of you at this point.
Hopefully not, man. Everything's pretty good right now in my life. I don't think I need to turn to that route, but maybe one day if everything goes south, you'll see me on the news. You'll be reporting about Josh Chomick.
You know
the
what,
lost
though?
one to the Garden State.
Hold on. Jimmy did make a good point. Your Instagram feed is entirely French Bulldogs, and you seem to be a mastermind of theft. Josh, where were you, let's say, last week? And did you happen to be in Woodbridge, New Jersey?
No, I was on tour.
Yeah, tour.
Wait.
So,
remember
hold on.
when you came back to New
No.
Jersey?
This whole tour thing sounds like a made up, fantasy. I'm on tour with a band. Yeah, I'm going to big concerts.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I would never kidnap a dog in my life. So if you're accusing me of kidnapping Enzo from the dog park, you're a sick human being. You should check yourself.
All right.
So yeah, don't ever accuse me of that.
All right.
Last time
Something
I saw
up with that
Chomick
kid.
this mad is when he cheated in Monopoly against you.
Yeah, he's a cheater.
I
should have known when he cheated in Monopoly.
I've never cheated in a game ever since.
I should have known you cheated in Monopoly, that you were not an honest sort of guy.
Okay.
And you steal Frenchies.
No. First off, I didn't cheat. I played dirty. There's a big difference.
I literally have a
Explain.
video of you
I
saying that you
played
cheated.
Hold on, Jimmy. Let him explain the difference between cheating and playing dirty.
Yes. Okay. So cheating is if I was like stealing cards off the table or playing pieces I didn't have. What I did was I hid my properties in a stack. So Sobo couldn't see how many properties I had. It's my property. I get to protect it however I want. So then, later on he makes a move and then he finds out I have these properties. He gets mad. Listen, I didn't have to show you what I had, but that's dirty. That's not cheating. That's all I have to say.
I don't remember it going. I think it was a little bit more heinous than that. I think you were a little bit more. I think that you made a trade with me under the auspices that you didn't have a property in your hand. You were like, I don't own it, so I'll give you this card. Like it was like, if I knew you owned the property, I wouldn't have made the trade with you. And you lied to me, and then you felt so bad. You did apologize, and that game was a good game of Monopoly. I miss Monopoly. So
yeah, I think I did shed some tears. Actually, that was dirty. I didn't cheat, but it was just dirty, and I think we hugged it out, big bros. We cried a little bit. It was a beautiful time.
All right. Well, hey guys, before we close out the podcast, if you want to support the Garden State, there's one main way you can do that, and that is to go to thegardenstate.com and buy some merch. Free shipping on every order. We got t-shirts, hoodies, hats, all sorts of goodies. You can head over there today and mugs, get what you need, stickers. And otherwise, that's all we have this week. We were crossing the 1 hour mark. Guys, any closing thoughts?
This still is so weird sitting up here next to you. I don't know what it's like, but I hope I can get better at it. I feel like my performance was subpar.
No, you did a good job.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Don't get used to it, Jim, all right?
Well, you're not going to be around
unless
for
you guys do
a few
plan
more good weeks.
Unless you do. I think next week you guys are going to get a special guest, like someone to fill in.
We are.
So we'll see. I'm very interested to see who you guys get.
I have emails out to New Jersey's top talent right now.
Bill Spadia is coming on the show next week, so just watch your back. All right, and with that, thank you all for listening. We will see you next week on the Garden State Podcast. Have a good weekend. Bye.
Later.
Peace.
You're listening to the Garden State. The Dirty Jers.